I can statements. I can divide by 6 and 7 by thinking about how I multiply with those numbers. I can also reason about math. So let's look at our word problem to start. There are 18 children in a ballet class. They are standing in rows of 6 for a dance recital. How many rows of children are there? Solve the problem any way you choose. So we could try with a picture first. We could do rows of 6. So I could count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I stopped at 18 because I know that's how many kids there are all together. So I know that there are 3 rows, but we could also think about this with a multiplication equation or division equation. So we could think about, if I know they're standing in rows of 6, I can think 6 times what equals 18. And I can think about 18 divided by 6 equals what? So that could give me the same answer of 3. So my answer would be 3 rows. Pause the video to make sure you have the picture and the equations written. Here are some examples on our next page. How do you divide with 6 and 7? There are 48 dogs entered into a dog show. The judge wants 6 dogs in each group. How many groups will there be? You can divide to find how many groups of dogs there will be. So remember, with division, we start with that biggest number. 48 divided by 6. What number times 6 is 48? I know 8 times 6 is 48, so 48 divided by 6 would be 8. There will be 8 groups. Another dog was entered in the show. There will now be 7 dogs in each group. How many groups will there be? So now our division problem is 49 divided by 7. So I think, what number times 7 is 49? Well, I know 7 times 7 is 49. So 49 divided by 7 would give us 7. There will be 7 groups. For the bottom problem, we want to draw a bar diagram using the numbers 36, 6, and 6. Write the division fact and the related multiplication fact that your bar diagram shows. So pause the video to draw this, and then you can check your answer. So your bar diagram should look similar to mine. So I know that my total will be 36, so I'll write that at the top. Then I divided my bar into 6 sections, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, with 6 in each. So my related division problem would be 36 divided by 6 equals 6, and 6 times 6 equals 36. Let's look at our next page. Number 1, how can you tell without dividing that 42 divided by 6 will be greater than 42 divided by 7? So I can think about 42 divided into 6 groups. There'll have to be more in each group than if I have 7 groups. So I know that the more groups we have, the smaller each group will be. Think about, if we just had one group, it would be a really big group. But if we had 42 different groups, or even 30 different groups, there would just be a lot fewer per group. So the fewer groups, we can think about the fewer groups we have, the more in each group, or the more groups we have, the smaller each group will be. Number 2, how can 8 times 6 equals 48? Help you divide 48 divided by 6. We can think about our fact families. If I know 8 times 6 is 48, then that tells me that 48 divided by 6 would give me 8. Let's look at numbers 3 through 8. Write the related multiplication fact, then find the quotient. So number 3, 36 divided by 6. So I'm thinking 6 times what equals 36. So I know 6 times 6 equals 36. 42 divided by 6. So I'm thinking 6 times what is 42? I know 6 times 7 is 42. 42 divided by 7, so I think 7 times what equals 42? And it actually gives us the answer, number 4, because it's part of our fact family. So I know 42 divided by 7 is 6. 18 divided by 6, so I think 6 times what equals 18? I know 6 times 3 is 18, so 18 divided by 6 would be 3. 24 divided by 6, so I think 6 times what would give me 24? That would be 4. And then over here we have 30 divided by 6. So I think 6 times what gives me 30? I know 6 times 5 is 30. You can pause the video if you need to write these down. Let's look at number 9. 12 divided by 6. We think, what number times 6 is 12? I know 6 times 2 is 12. So I know 12 divided by 6 is 2. Number 10, 21 divided by 3. What number times 3 is 21? I know 3 times 7 is 21, so I know 21 divided by 3 is 7. 30 divided by 6. What number times 6 is 30? I know 6 times 5 is 30, so that tells me that 30 divided by 6 would be 5. I want you to try the rest on this page, pause the video, and then come back to check your answers. So I know 14 divided by 2 is 7. 49 divided by 7 is 7. 60 divided by 6 is 10. 54 divided by 6 is 9. 6 divided by 6 is 1. 28 divided by 7 is 4. 49 divided by 7 is 7. 54 divided by 6 is 9. And 35 divided by 7 is 5. For our next page, we're going to look at number 25 and number 26. Number 25. Andy bought 35 beads. He bought only one color of beads. Which shows the beads he could have bought? So we know he has 35 beads and he only bought one color. So we have to think about which one of these would divide evenly by 35 divided by this number. So we can think 35. There's 7 here. 35 divided by 7. I know 7 times 5 is 35, so that would be 5. So he could buy 5 packages of the red beads. He could not buy 7 packages of the red beads because that would get 49 and he doesn't have that many beads. Let's look at the green beads. Could he buy 6 packs of green beads? So 6 times 6 is 36. He doesn't have quite enough beads for that. 7 packages of the green beads. 7 times 6 is 42, so that wouldn't work either. Let's look at the gold pack. There's 5 gold beads. If he bought 7 packages of gold beads, we'd think about 7 times 5. That also equals 35, so those would be the 2 correct answers. Number 26. Cassidy buys only green beads to make a necklace. She buys the exact number of beads that she needs. Which of the following bead amounts could she have bought? Choose all that apply. So you want to make sure she uses each bead in her package, so there's none left over. So she's looking at the green beads. She has 6. I can think about my 6 facts. 6 times 1 is 6. There's not an option here. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 3 is 18. 6 times 4 is 24. Oh, I do see 24, so she could buy 4 packages. 6 times 5 is 20. 6 times 6 is 36, so she could buy 6. 6 times 7 is 42. 6 times 8 is 48, so she could buy 36 beads or 24 beads. Because with the 36 beads, she'd buy 6 packages of 6. With the 36 beads, she'd buy 6 packages of 6. And with the 24 beads, she'd buy 4 packages of 6. Let's look at our homework for today. The top just gives another example. Number 1 and 2, you're going to draw a bar diagram to find the quotient or the answer. At the bottom, you're just finding the quotients. Let's look at the back. Number 14, Willa is building birdhouses. Each side of the birdhouse will need 9 nails. How many nails does Willa need for each birdhouse? So we think about the sides of the birdhouse. There'd be 1, 2, 3, and... So we think about the sides of the birdhouse. There are 7 sides on the birdhouse. If Willa only uses 7 nails on each side, how will the total number of nails she uses change? So make sure we use this note over here that there are 7 sides on the birdhouse. Number 16, you're solving for the word problem. Number 17, solving for the word problem. Number 18, you're choosing all possible answers that would be correct. And number 19, again, you're choosing all the answers that would be correct. Please send me a picture of your pages 185 and 186. Thank you.